Good morning YouTube, it's Thursday the 26th of August, it's just about 10:05. I'm heading up to meet up with my son Daniel, and we're going to have a really nice ride out up to Aysgarth Falls, and then perhaps Hawes, and possibly back through Ribblehead, and just generally have a nice day out. Watch out for deer in the field on our left.
Yeah.
There was a stag in there the other week, I saw. Over the big antlers.
Yeah, there was just a dead squirrel on the floor, and it had like a really dramatic pose where he had one arm that stuck up in the air. I'm dying! No!
Turning off in 1.25 miles to the left. Gonna go through North Winton, I think. Oh, blue sky.
Yeah, we're going that way.
Yeah, we're going that way. I don't know about you, but I actually put a jumper on this morning.
Yours, that?
Yeah, I've got a jumper on.
Really?
Yeah, it was a bit chilly this morning when I came out.
I think there's a nice sort of breeze about to go. I'm comfortable.
Oh, right. I'm old.
Also, I'm thinking like if we're doing a little bit of walking today, it's going to be a nice sort of cooling breeze.
Oh yeah.
We're not going to be sweating anything off whilst walking around in a jacket.
No, no. Some nice houses along here. Yeah. The wind's a bit blowy when it catches you.
Yeah.
See the turbines over there to the left, to the right.
Yeah, it's their fault.
Think they'll be going on quicker than that with this wind. And there you have Yorkshire opening out in front of you.
Really?
Turning right here. Oh, hang on, I'll pull him behind this Mini. right here.
Stately Bridge. Taking.
Yeah.
You can see it.
Yeah, I know, it appeared rather quickly, didn't it? Got another beep on the radio. Well, I'm going to get some stills off the screenshots when I play this back.
Just try and keep your head as still as possible.
Yeah. I did have a look to see if it has a stabilisation mode, but there was nothing I could find immediately. It's pretty stable though when you still see the videos. I would hear it stump crossway. We're in the Dales.
Yeah.
On our long way round trip we stopped here and took photos.
Yeah, I remember.
I must pick that book out again one of these days and have a look at it. Just for laughs. What was that movie you went to see last night?
Snake Eyes.
What was that about?
It was very daft. It was an Anthony
Alright.
film.
Alright, shoot 'em up.
Yeah, except not much of a shoot 'em up, more of a martial arts samurai sword type of thing.
Alright, chop 'em up.
What was that?
I chop 'em up.
Yeah, chop 'em up. Except the annoying thing is, like, the way they filmed the martial artsy stuff, it was really sort of shaky camera, so
Alright.
you couldn't really focus on what was happening. I don't know if it was filmed like that as a way to show the, you know, the craziness of the fights, that it's all, you know, fast paced and all that, but it was just difficult to really focus on what was happening. Yeah, it wasn't bad, but I mean, it wasn't great.
What made you go see it?
Anthony wanted to see it, and it was yeah, not doing anything else.
Nothing else to do tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It was basically the good guy. His dad got killed, so he's on this revenge quest against the people who did it, and then he gets taken in by this clan in Japan, and they're training him up. And this clan in Japan, they've got this jewel, which is basically a magic stone which set people on fire, really. So they're guarding that. The bad guys have secretly recruited the good guy that we're following to steal that jewel, and in return they'll tell him who killed his father. So he steals the jewel, gives it to the bad guy, but in giving it to the bad guy realises, oh, hang on a minute, they're going to use it against this clan that took me in, and then regrets his decision, so he decides to fight the bad guys. And then the good guy of the clan, he, you know, big fight scene ensues. He then uses the jewel against the bad guy who's just destroyed his whole village, which is a no-no against the clan rules. Right. So gets kicked out, and he then turns out to be a bad guy for a later movie down the line. It was just,
if they can get the funding for it.
Yeah, it was just really daft, because from a storyline point of view, if the good guy that we're following, I mean, he's a bit of a dick, really. I mean, the leader of the clan is totally justified in his anger towards him. Is justified in using the gem, which he's not supposed to, because his whole village and friends have been killed.
Yeah.
And if the good guy at the beginning of the film would have said, right, the reason why I would need to steal it is because the bad guy knows who killed my dad and I'm on a revenge quest, it clearly showed that the good guy clan could easily have found out who did it anyway, so it was just a bit daft.
Well, based on a really poor computer game, wasn't it?
No, not a computer game, it was based on a cartoon series, a bunch of toys.
Alright.
The G.I. Joe action figures.
Blimey. Now, when you said there was this magic jewel that they had to get, I thought, oh, that sounds familiar to some of the computer games that I've seen you playing.
Well, yeah, I mean, that was the thing, like, we had, you know, ninjas and kung fu and all this fighting stuff, and then all of a sudden, oh yeah, there's this magic gem. It's like, oh, okay. And then one of the trials he had to pass, the final trial, was to see if he was pure of heart. And he gets lowered into this pit. Oh, you just hit a bird.
Hello?
Yeah, you just hit a tiny little bird.
I never saw it. I was too busy looking at that car coming right at me.
No, he flew into you.
Oh dear. Did it bounce off?
Yeah, it bounced. It was still moving.
Alright.
But, I just had to make sure I didn't go over it. So yeah, he goes into this pit to make sure if he's pure of heart, and then these giant anaconda snakes come out, and it's just, you know, they're huge. The size of them, you know, massively unrealistic. They're just monsters. It was basically in a room with those basilisks from Harry Potter, and it was like, oh, okay, they're big.
Right, so not the sort of movie I'd want to rush to go and see.
No, it's a turn your brain off and drink a whiskey with it, maybe.
Yeah.
And another thing, so there was two logic problems with the film. One, if he'd have just come clean, he would have still been friends with the you know, the clan leader, but it would have meant the third act of the film wouldn't have happened. So I suppose they have to have that logic problem in it. But another one is, when the bad guy gets this jewel, all he has to do is sort of point the jewel at a person, concentrate, and they burst into fire. Okay? So the bad guy, he beats up a bunch of red shirts with it by, you know, just looking at them and sets them on fire. That's nothing. And then he looks at all these buildings, sets them on fire by looking at them, and then when the main horde of good guys come at him, all the main characters, he decides to fight them hand to hand. And it's like, no, you've just got this impeccable weapon of killing. Don't fight them hand to hand, set them on fire.
Sounds like a bundle of joy.
It was daft. Yeah, it was daft, but good daft.
Good daft, right, okay. I'll wait for June and
oh yeah.
what have you. Turn right at the next junction. Big crease down the middle of the road there. You need petrol?
No, not yet.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, look at all the Ferraris.
Luigi, I like Ferrari.
Luigi. Right, this is another nice country road. Oh, this is nice.
Cars behind us.
Yeah. You want me to pull in or let them pass?
No, I'm saying I'll probably want to pass at some point.
Yeah. Well, we'll know when they do because I'll put an indicator on.
Like that.
Yeah, I forgot it's an Audi, they don't have indicators. Yep, kept them low right here. Properly into the countryside now, along the river. You really have to have your wits around you go through those little villages.
Yeah.
Miles. Broke them down or just stop for a minute.
Don't know.
Stop for a pee. Oh, they're standing in that field. Some creature just ricocheted off me visor. I don't know what it was. Some fly or other, but you know, they hit it with a proper poke.
Well, I'm curious whereabouts that bird hit your bike, if it was on the saddlebag, the exhaust or the wheel.
If it's on the exhaust, we've got lunch cooked. It's on the wheel, then we've got some mincemeat. Have you been enjoying the view so far?
Oh yeah. We've sort of been under a bit of shade for a while and been a bit windy, so temperature's dropped a little bit.
What is the temperature now?
I don't know what it is, but you know,
Oh, I thought you had it on your display.
Oh, I gotta push a button for that.
Yeah, I thought it was button. Richmond Giant. There's a steep hill going down. Drop it down a bit.
Fuel saving though.
Yeah.
What for you?
I'm letting the engine slow it down, keep it at a steady pace. So I've got it in a lower gear. I think I'm in third at the minute. Miles. Yeah. It's tight there. It's tight. Through alright.
Yeah, there's also a rabbit I have to negotiate around. Well, half a rabbit.
Yeah.
Turn the sun off.
I know. Where's it gone? 4.5 miles and we're there. Bicyclists. I'll go past them after the corner.
Yeah.
This is quite a sharp one, off to the right and then off to the left. Good to go. That sat nav wanted us to go down there.
Yeah, I heard something like Aysgarth light vehicles down that way.
Alright. Because this is reset and it's taking us to exactly the same place.
Yeah. I think that way was 2 miles, I think this way is 3.
2.5 according to this. And we go to the left. Nice and steady. Oh yeah, that's fine. Clear, clear, let's go. Oh, this is the old AA, what is it here? Phone box.
Alright.
Have you seen that before?
No.
Very old thing it is. Clearly somebody's looking after it.
Probably this guy.
There in a few minutes to a mile. Not far now. Back we're here. Side of this pub we go right. Big steep bumpy bit here. Okay?
Yeah.
Now there should be the parking areas off to the left somewhere along here.
Okay, let's go find it.
It's up here where this guy's reversing. Yeah, because he's made the same. He obviously missed it.
Yeah, I know, but straight. If it had gone straight ahead, there was clearly a space to bang a Yui.
Now, is there a space for us somewhere? There will be. No, here we'll do. We could back it in here next to this blue one if you like.
Yeah, sure.
Unless there's space somewhere else.
He'll do. I'll let you go first.